well, to start with, I think a question on many of your minds will be, what is emotion AI? So that's a very good question. I will hand over to Chris to answer it.
Great question. So I suppose best told through a story. And if we were to think about our CX manager, Fiona. So if we were to put ourselves in the shoes of Fiona, and she's a CX manager at Redbox Insurance. So Fiona is really facing a whirlwind of changing customer expectations. You really think about this because we've had COVID, we've had the Great Resignation, we've had inflation, and obviously the threat of recession. And the challenge is that Fiona, all of her research that's gone into date around the customer experience is obsolete, because customer expectations have really been reshaped as a result of these factors. And she really needs to understand her customers better. And Fiona has her first big project. She's trying to move from a paper to a digital customer feedback process. And Fiona thought that this would make her life easier, and she's collected much more feedback, which is great. She can read through it quickly in Qualtrics or on a spreadsheet, and she hopes to better understand the changing customer expectations. But it's actually made her life much worse because it takes weeks, months to read through these comments. And she struggles to work out what really matters most to her customers. She struggles to pick trends, and she struggles to pick out the priorities of her recommendations. And let's not forget that while Fiona's head is buried in spreadsheet, she isn't doing her actual job. She isn't leading the CX improvements, which improve customer happiness. And she isn't doing the job she actually signed up for and the job that she loves. But there is hope for Fiona. She can be freed. And that's why we're here. And she can be freed by Emotion AI. And Emotion AI, for all our listeners, is that it analyzes thousands of comments in under a minute. Emotion AI creates an instant recommendation, and it can tell you what the impact those recommendations will have on your operational metrics like NPS or CSAT. So Emotion AI frees Fiona from the spreadsheet and lets her do the job she loves. And Fiona needs Emotion AI yesterday, and Adore Award is the category leader in Emotion AI.